5:30. Call this meeting to order. Treasurer, call the roll.
Let me think of something here. This is a tough one, you know. Mr. Glista.
Yes.
Here.
Here.
Mrs. Carnegie.
Here. We've done that before.
Mr. Wallace.
Here.
Mrs. McLaughlin.
Here.
Mr. Trimmer.
Here. We have board comments. Does anybody have any comments? Like to welcome?
Well, should we?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was waiting on you, Board President.
I wasn't prepared for any comments, but I'd like to, of course, I'm assuming we'll vote on this, but I'd like to thank Mr. Saxton for coming to work for West Branch. It's been a pleasure in talking and dealing with him over the course of the last several weeks, and looking forward to it. So wish you the best of luck, and looking forward to it. Anybody else have any comments?
That's all I'm going to say. Looking forward to jumping in. Thank Dr. Weingart again.
Oh, yes, thanks, Dr. Weingart, for his retired. And
Well, I just want to commend you and Mr. Saxton as well for the process. You know, we talked long and hard about how we were going to do this, and even though it might seem like it took some time, it's certainly a very important position. And I think the way that things happened and the way that things worked out, it worked out the way that the process should. So I commend you all for staying true to that process and working through that. And we have a fine gentleman here whom I know fairly well, and very excited to begin to work with him.
And he knows how to say warriors already.
That's true.
Yes, you've all heard my voice, man.
Yeah.
And also, as a follow-up to that, in the timeline, the chronology of what's happened was we had every intention of going through the process of looking for a new superintendent, thanks to Dr. Weingart, who was willing to step in January. And so we had no intentions of hiring a superintendent prior to the end of the school year, because Dr. Weingart graciously agreed to come back and work till the end of the school year. So the process of hiring the superintendent was similar to what we've done in the past, in that we went through the process of taking our time to thoroughly review our applicants and vet them as well. So the timing is exactly where we expected it to be. Anybody else have any comments? All right. We have one item on the agenda under personnel, the employment of Mr. Timothy Saxton as superintendent effective August 1, 2016.
So moved.
Second.
Treasurer, call the roll.
Mr. Glista.
Yes.
Mrs. Carnegie.
Yes.
Mrs. McLaughlin.
Yes.
Mr. Wallace.
Yes.
Mr. Trimmer.
Yes. Without any further business, I need a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion.
Second.
Treasurer, call the roll.
You usually declare this.
That's declared.
Declared. Woo! Now you can woohoo. Yeah, there.
Yeah, I didn't want it to break a new record.
We do have some folks who have just joined us, and please come on up, and we're going to visit with Mr. Saxton for a little bit. It's a nice opportunity to get to say hello.
Thank you.
There are a couple things that obviously I want to go at, work with him and the board to get accomplished, get to know folks here in the district, and set some goals with them, and try to determine what it is that I want to work on first in terms of the goals and the objectives that they want me to work on, and go at it that way. Kind of establish a timeline for myself in the first 100 days, what it is that folks expect me to look at. I probably will talk to Mr. Phillips. I know I have his contact information. I've met him, talked with him in the past when he was coaching and as an administrator in other places. I had the pleasure of meeting him and talking with him in the past, so I know him personally.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dr. Weingart and I have attended meetings together in Mahoning County for the last 2 years, so we know each other and are familiar with what's going on in the county, so that'll help in the transition as well. So that'll be beneficial to the district as we move forward. So there's a lot of familiarity with what's going on there. In terms of my transition, though, I think, spending time in district, getting to know the staff, the families, the parents, the students is going to be the most important thing for me.
Great.
And once again, getting to work with the board and establishing the goals that they want me to work on is probably the most important thing from this point forward. So getting all the staff members in place and making sure that everything is lined up for the first day of school. And we've got some time to work on those things.
Yeah.
So I've been in the classroom both as a regular educator and a special educator. I have coached multiple sports. As a student, I was involved in both athletics and drama, fine arts. I've had some great examples as teachers, as leaders, as principals and superintendents that I've worked for and with. I've got some mentors that I've looked up to and still have the ability to talk with. And then as a principal and superintendent, I think the teachers and students that I have been able to work with in schools, both in Carrollton and Columbiana, achieved great things, both in the classroom, on the athletic field, on the stage, and so on. So
Infrastructure improvements and levies.
we've
and all
got
that.
a number of accomplishments in the back pocket that you can't get by just reading books.
Right.
And if you're not actively involved in doing those things, we were able to jump into a building project in Brookfield, past an operating levy there, and that had been done in 20 years. So, those experiences that I have, if they ever were to come in handy here, we've experienced those, or I've experienced those firsthand, and have a lot of that firsthand experience that I think that the folks on the board were like, hey, here it is. So very helpful, and once again, I think having the ability to reach out to folks in Trumbull County, in Mahoning County, in Columbiana County, in Carroll County, and even down at the state level. Having those lines of support to reach out to other folks and say, hey, what would you do in this situation is important. So